This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment which juice protects your heart better. The answer isn't obvious. Most people assume that if a juice is healthy, it's automatically good for the heart. But that's one of the biggest misconceptions in nutrition. Here's the surprising part. Two of the most popular heart-healthy juices, beetroot juice and pomegranate juice, have both been linked to cardiovascular benefits. But they work in completely different ways. And depending on your health goals, choosing one over the other could mean missing the benefit your heart actually needs. So before you pour your next glass, there's something important you should know. By the end of this video, you'll understand not only which juice may perform better for specific goals, but also why the smartest answer isn't as simple as most people think. Welcome back to Mind Hunters. Today, we're comparing beetroot juice and pomegranate juice using scientific evidence to discover which one deserves a place in a heart-healthy lifestyle. But before comparing them, we need to clear up one important misunderstanding. Most cardiovascular disease doesn't begin with the heart muscle itself. It often begins inside your blood vessels. As arteries become stiffer, inflamed, or gradually narrowed by plaque buildup, your heart has to work harder to pump blood throughout your body. Over time, this increased workload can contribute to high blood pressure and raise the risk of serious cardiovascular disease. So if you truly want to protect your heart, the goal isn't simply strengthening the heart muscle. It's keeping your blood vessels healthy, flexible, and functioning properly. Now here's where these two juices begin to take very different paths. Let's start with beetroot juice. Beetroot is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. After you drink it, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. Why is that important? Because wider blood vessels allow blood to flow more easily. That reduces resistance, supports healthy circulation, and can help lower blood pressure while improving oxygen delivery throughout the body. Several clinical studies have found that beetroot juice can improve blood vessel function and produce modest reductions in blood pressure, sometimes within just a few hours. That's why it's especially popular among people with high blood pressure and athletes looking to improve exercise performance. But don't decide just yet. There's an important limitation. Beetroot's greatest strength is also one of its weaknesses. Its effects are relatively fast, but they're also temporary. Without regular intake, nitric oxide levels gradually return to normal, and many of those benefits diminish. Now let's look at pomegranate juice. This is where the comparison becomes even more interesting. Unlike beetroot, pomegranate doesn't rely on nitrates. Instead, it's rich in powerful antioxidants called polyphenols, including punicalagins and anthocyanins. Rather than providing an immediate boost to blood flow, these compounds help protect blood vessels from oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. And that difference matters. Research suggests that regular pomegranate consumption may improve endothelial function, reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, and support healthier arteries over time. In simple terms, beetroot helps your blood move more efficiently today. Pomegranate helps protect your arteries for the future. So which one is better for lowering blood pressure? If your goal is faster support for circulation and blood pressure, beetroot generally has stronger evidence for short-term effects because its nitric oxide pathway begins working within hours. Pomegranate may also help support healthy blood pressure, but its effects tend to develop more gradually through improvements in overall vascular health. Now let's move beyond blood pressure. Because heart health isn't just about the numbers on a blood pressure monitor. It's also about cholesterol and artery health. This is where pomegranate begins to stand out. Beetroot has little consistent evidence for directly improving cholesterol levels. Pomegranate, however, has shown potential to reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol while supporting a healthier lipid profile in some studies. Why is oxidized LDL important? Because oxidized LDL is believed to play a major role in the development of plaque inside artery walls. Over time, that plaque can narrow arteries and increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. So if your priority is long-term artery protection, pomegranate appears to have the advantage. But another important question is, how much should you actually drink? For beetroot juice, Research commonly uses around 100 to 250 milliliters per day. Fresh juice is generally preferred and is often consumed before exercise or earlier in the day. For pomegranate juice, approximately 150 to 200 milliliters daily has been used in many studies. Choose fresh or 100% pure juice without added sugar whenever possible. And remember, consistency matters far more than drinking large amounts. However, even natural foods deserve a little caution. Natural doesn't always mean risk-free. Beetroot juice can lower blood pressure. If you're already taking medication for hypertension, speak with your healthcare provider before adding it regularly to your diet. Pomegranate juice may also interact with certain medications, including some blood pressure medicines, blood thinners, and drugs metabolized by specific liver enzymes. And don't overlook one common mistake. Many packaged fruit juices contain large amounts of added sugar. Too much added sugar may reduce many of the cardiovascular benefits you're trying to achieve. Whenever possible, choose fresh or unsweetened varieties. So after comparing everything, which juice protects your heart better? The answer isn't obvious, because they solve different problems. If you're looking for faster support for blood flow and blood pressure, beetroot juice is difficult to beat. If your goal is protecting your arteries from oxidative damage and supporting long-term cardiovascular health, pomegranate juice has stronger evidence in those areas. And for many healthy people, the best strategy may not be choosing one over the other. Including both as part of a balanced, nutrient-rich diet may allow you to benefit from beetroot's short-term support for circulation, while also taking advantage of pomegranate's long-term vascular benefits. Your heart depends on many different biological pathways, and your nutrition can support more than one of them. If you enjoyed this comparison and want more science-backed health insights explained in simple language, be sure to subscribe to Mind Hunters. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next